Hi friends, hi moms and dads. Okay, Lovely Tank here, aka your mama on a mission, and the owner of an art studio called Lovely Art Studios. Welcome to my video vlogs, or however we want to call these. But I thought today I would make homemade Play-Doh and show you a recipe that I love, and maybe tweak some things along the way depending on what you have in your home. But it is Easter Sunday and I got inspired to create this now, so let's do this. I'll show you what you need. All right, so the ingredients that we're gonna use today are just a regular all-purpose flour. I like to use olive oil. It could be any brand. However, I think I'm also gonna make a second batch just using a regular oil. And my ingredients usually include cream of tartar, which is a recipe I've been following for a while. And I have salt and some food coloring. Hello. And I don't know if I mentioned this already. Yeah, I think I said the cream of tartar, right? Okay. So we're going to need 1 cup measurement, a 1/3 cup measurement, a tablespoon, because I don't have one, this is close enough, and a teaspoon measurement, or you can kind of wing it. I totally believe you can do everything by sight. Most of the time I can't even find my own measuring supplies. So let's go get to measuring. All right, friends, so Miss Lovely's here, and I just kind of have this new camera situation, so hopefully you'll be able to see everything clearly. And we're gonna first do a 1 cup of flour. So I have my flour here. I'm gonna move it over. Use my 1 cup measuring. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it right in the saucepan here. I typically use a bigger saucepan because I'm doing almost triple the amount at once. But I'm gonna just make 1 batch right now. So it's 1 cup of flour. Right, so here's my 1 cup of flour I'm gonna dump in. It also calls for 1/3 cup of salt. So parents, the nice thing about this is it's a great sensory experience for children of all capabilities, and you can either have them mix the dry ingredients if you choose and kind of enjoy what that feels like. This is 1/3 cup of salt, because even if you just feel this here alone, this is very nice, right? It's very calming and smooth and fun. All right, so next we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of oil. And I mentioned that I don't have the official tablespoon, but I'm gonna use this one here. And I'm gonna use olive oil. The ingredients that I like to follow do not specifically call for olive oil. When I first started making this particular type of dough, that just happened to be what I had on hand. I'm going to leave this spoon here so that when we mix it up. But it just said oil, so I think you could probably use whatever oil you have in your pantry. Next, I'm going to use my measurement for 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of the cream of tartar. This is a brand new one, and I've also seen recipes that do not have cream of tartar, so I'm thinking I'm gonna probably try it without it, but for the sake of using the ingredients that I have, I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon and then 2 teaspoons of the cream of tartar. All right, set that to the side. We're in the home stretch. All right, so now we are gonna add 1 cup. So get your cups back out if your kids are helping, of water. I just have like a warm water, not overly hot, not overly cool, just warm. And then what we're gonna do next, whoopsies, is we are gonna mix this, but we're gonna put it over the fire. And I'm gonna go ahead now and decide on what food colors I wanna add. So let's see what I have. I think I have like a reddish. This is, sometimes the colors don't match the lid because mine get all mixed up, but I think this is the true red and true blue. So I'm gonna mix these two together in here first and see if we can get a nice purple since it's Easter. And again, this is great for children of all ages because I think I went a little squirt crazy with the color because of the ingredients and the sensory quality to it. So we're gonna put this on the stove. This is a cooking dough. So I'll meet you at the stove. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can do this. I have it on here and I should have been mixing it before turning the fire on. Let's see if you can see it. But you definitely want to be able to stir it while it's cooking. I'm going to stir mine up. And it'll get nice and hard and you'll be able to feel it firming up around your spoon. You don't want it to get too dry or too sticky. But I'm going to pause and be right back. All right, so I had to cut it off and kind of get my camera situation working better for us. I think I got it, buddy. I was going to enlist my son, but let me just turn my heat on just a smidge because I have some flour in here that I still want to kind of blend in. So I'm actually, it's okay if not all your flour gets blended in there. But you'll be able to get your consistency a little bit better on your own. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side, turn the fire off. All right, so once you have your dough, I hope this is not upside down. See, it's very hot, so you don't want the kids to start playing with it at this point because it will need to cool. But this will give you an opportunity to kind of blend in any flour that might be there. And really it doesn't even matter because at this point, you know, it's all dough. It's all dough. But this is a very, once this cools off and you kind of are working it, right? Kind of kneading it just to kind of make sure all the ingredients are really kind of blended through. But you see my daughter's sandwich here. That's so funny. This is real life, guys. Real life. And she's actually over here in her seat. And I'm watching her because she keeps kind of grabbing the plants. I have her too close to this bookshelf. Part of me is even wondering if I wanted to add more food coloring or a little more oil to this just to kind of make it even more kind of smooth and creamy. But it's really a great consistency. So what I like to do typically is once I've kneaded it and kind of worked it and worked on my own sensory needs, you can just put it in a ball and set it to the side, whether on a plate or if I'm doing a multiple of them, I'll just kind of have it like spread out a sheet of foil if I'm creating different colors and let them all cool. And then once they have cooled, you can put it inside of a baggie and it's always, you can continue to use it as long as you don't let it dry out for too long. But if you keep it in a bag, once it's cool, you can always reuse it and your child can play with it and have fun with it. And again, it's great for children, you know, of all ages. My daughter, who's one, she does like to play with it. However, you know, it's a greater risk of her putting it in her mouth. But if she does happen to put it in her mouth and eat it, it's still a, you know, it's still safe enough for her to eat if she chose to. But for children that are like 2 or have other sensory needs that you want to meet. This is awesome. Awesome, awesome. And it's a great stress reliever for us adults as well as we prep it for our kids. And also it's a great family activity to do together as well. Especially for the older ones. Excuse me, everyone can take part in the process. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Here's our purple clay, Play-Doh rather. Ingredients are 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of water, 1/3 cup of salt, 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar, 1 tablespoon of oil. And you could probably do the exact same thing, just leave out the cream of tartar and see how that works for you as well. All right, take care. Lovely Tanker, aka your mama on a mission. Let's see if I can turn this. Yeah. Mama on a mission signing out. Peace. Bye-bye.